This is my audience. Have you ever had a young relative who is addicted to their phone? Well, I have plenty. According to Christensen, too much screen time can be linked to obesity, irregular sleep, behavioral problems, impaired academic performance, and even sometimes violence. My forum has shown that 63.6% of you have a daily screen time usage of 4 to 7 hours. I know most of you love your phones and can never put it down, but limiting your screen time can help you in plenty of ways, including better focus on brain functions, lower risk of anxiety and depression, decrease in obesity, increase academic success, and improve sleep habits. According to Cruz, a recent boom in technology has led to an increased screen time for both adults and children. As a result of this, there has been an increase in stress, anxiety, and depression. We live in a world where technology is crucial. From smartphones to tablets, computers to TV screens are everywhere. They are an important part of our daily lives, and for many, they provide entertainment and education. But as helpful as they are, should children have limited screen time? Today I want to explain to you why limiting screen time for children is very important for their physical, mental, and social health. First, I will start with the bad habits of screen time, and then explain the benefits of decreased screen time, and lastly, give you some pointers on how to change your bad habits. First, I would like to explain the bad habits of too much screen time. Too much screen time can cause you to have an irregular sleep schedule, and sometimes you can even become sleep deprived. Children especially love to spend time on their screens, which can cause some trouble falling asleep or even fatigue and increased snacking. Behavioral problems also come into play when children spend too much time on their screens. Elementary students who spend more than 2 hours a day watching TV, playing video games, or using a computer or smartphone are more likely to have emotional, social, and attention problems. Exposure to video games is linked with an increased possibility of attention problems in children. The content children consume on screens can have an effect on their behavior. Children may become focused on their appearance or compare themselves to others, which can increase feelings of anxiety, depression, loneliness, and even anger. Video games that include violence or inappropriate content can affect a child's behavior or even change their perception of the world. Another bad habit too much screen time can cause is an impaired academic performance. Elementary students who have TVs or other screens in their bedrooms tend to perform worse on tests than those who do not have TVs in their bedrooms. Lastly, too much screen time can cause obesity. The more TV and video games children watch, the greater the risk of becoming overweight comes into effect. Having these electronics in a child's bedroom increases the risk significantly. They can also develop an appetite for junk foods and overeat while on their electronics. Overcoming these bad habits can be hard, but once I explain to you the benefits of overcoming them, you will want to try it for yourself. There are many bad habits that come with too much screen time, so when decreasing screen time, there are a lot of benefits like improved sleep habits, lower risk of anxiety or depression, increased academic performance, and decreased obesity. You may want to get into bed and instantly pull out an electronic, but that is just the start of your bad sleep habits. Putting down your phone the minute you get into bed will help your sleep schedule a lot. Another benefit of less screen time is a lower risk of anxiety or depression. Less screen time can help improve physical activity, which is very important for well-being. Limiting your screen time can also increase your academic performance. Excessive screen time can reduce the time you are spending on doing homework or engaging in certain activities. When decreasing your screen time, you are able to put more time and effort into your daily activities and schoolwork. Lastly, limiting your screen time can lead to a decrease in obesity. While most of you like to eat and look at a screen, it can lead to many problems. Children are the highest victims when it comes to screen time and eating. Most children get used to eating while using their device, which can cause them to become overweight. With limiting your screen time, you are able to become more active and not become overweight. Yes, these bad habits can change depending on if you are willing to change them. I would like to give you some pointers on how to change these bad habits if you are a victim of too much screen time. The first step is to set a daily limit and stick to it. Even if you are an adult, it is good to have a set limit and stick to it. Yes, it can be easy as an adult to stick to it, but a child is a different story. They may give temper tantrums, but this can teach them that technology and screens are not their whole life. The second step is to not allow yourself or any child to have an electronic device in the bedroom. If you are older, just limit yourself to a certain time and make sure to stick with it. Most children spend their screen time during bedtime hours because parents let them in their rooms with an electronic, expecting them to go to bed. But if they keep electronics out of their room during bedtime hours, they will see a decrease in sleep deprivation. Lastly, create a phone-free space. This ensures that balance is found and that time on a device is not taking away from personal connections. An example would be to put your phone on airplane mode during family dinner or even before you go to bed. By setting these limits on screen time, we are teaching ourselves and children to prioritize activities such as outdoor play, reading, hobbies, and spending time with family. While screens can be valuable for education and entertainment, it is clear that children should have limited screen times. I have explained to you both the habits of too much screen time, good habits of decreased screen time, and lastly, I have gave you some pointers on how to change these bad habits. The blue light from screens interferes with sleep patterns, which makes it hard for anyone to fall asleep and stay asleep. Better sleep leads to better focus, mood, and overall performance in school and daily activities. Children growing up with a device in their hand decreases their imagination and creativity. With decreased screen time, they are able to go outside and use their imaginations to play with friends or do whatever they choose to do. Us adults have the power to set an example and guide children towards a more balanced and screen-free lifestyle. So let's make a commitment today and help ourselves and children disconnect from screens and reconnect with the world around us. Thank you.